Hello and welcome to your News and Features electronic magazine that centers on the different facets of motoring. Now on its 31st year, this is Motoring Today. I'm Butch Gamboa.
So there I was, standing on top of the world. But then I asked myself, what lies beyond success? I wanted to give back, be a force of change. I dream of a place where children can realize their potential, to live and love life, be kings and queens, and fight for their dreams.
When you sweat to be sweet and you clean car seat, it's love. When you try to look cool but you look like a fool, it's love. It's love. It's love.
Show your love with the new features of the all-new Innova. Love the journey.
As usual, we start off this week's edition with the latest news and developments in the country's transportation and traffic management. Yearly, the holiday season is expected to be the busiest time of the year, not only for the commuters but also for the government. With that, officials from the country's traffic management agencies are likewise busy preparing for the said approaching season. Skyway O&M Corporation says that they have been preparing the expressways for the holiday season. The agency adds that they are already implementing rules and safety measures along Skyway, SLEX, and Star Tollways.
Yes, we have actually been preparing for the Christmas holiday traffic, and we have instituted several safety measures, particularly for our motorists, so that they can enjoy safe travel along our expressways during the Christmas season.
According to Skyway O&M Corporation, the safety measures include imposed speed limits for the motorists to follow to avoid accidents. In case of road crashes and other incidents, the agency says that there will be ambulatory services as well as towing services in the area.
We have also prepositioned yung mga ambulatory services just in case merong untoward incident that would happen, then we can respond immediately. Hindi lang yung ambulatory services pala, pati yung mga towing services namin, so that we can clear our carriageway and motorists who are in distress.
Additionally, the agency has implemented the Motor Vehicle Inspection System, wherein they inspect vans, heavy trucks, and buses to ensure their roadworthiness to travel along the expressways. Moreover, patrol vehicles are also in the area 24/7. To further ensure the smooth travel and the safety of the motorists, Skyway O&M Corporation says that the road surface will be in top-shape condition.
Sa lahat ng expressways, from Skyway to South Luzon Expressway, at saka yung Star Tollways, all the way. So you'll have a good travel, fine travel from Buendia all the way to Batangas City during the Christmas season.
The agency reminds the motoring public to plan out their travels during the holiday season, to prepare exact amount for the toll gates, and to follow the rules. Obviously, the Skyway O&M Corporation isn't taking the approaching holiday season lightly, especially when traffic as well as the safety and security of the motoring public are concerned. Meanwhile, A number of new traffic schemes have been implemented over the past few months. The motoring public has agreed on some, while other schemes have steered serious conversations and further issues. Here are updates from the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority on which proposed traffic schemes have been approved or not. The MMDA have proposed several traffic schemes to the Metro Manila Council during the meeting with the mayors. According to the agency, the proposal includes the request of the congressmen for immunity from any apprehension. Additionally, the MMDA also proposed the one-way all the way in EDSA and C5, although it was disapproved.
That because, it will entail a lot of engineering intervention to do that. And even the routes of the public transport that we have right now, PUBs, PUJ, will be affected by this. So that's why it was outrightly disapproved by the council. Well, they're looking for immediate intervention if there's any.
Moreover, the proposed odd-even number coding scheme has been recommended for further study, as that's how policies and traffic schemes are being implemented according to the MMDA. On the other hand, the agency says that the approved proposals include the carpooling system, which means that motorists who are riding by themselves are not authorized to use EDSA.
For the carpooling, if you are riding by yourself, right, you are not authorized in EDSA. Okay. Yes. So if you are two in the car, then you could use EDSA, but you will still be subject to the number coding, the UVVRP. If you are riding 3 or more, then you will be you will be exempted in the UVVRP.
With this, the MMDA says that they are already working on the IRR of the carpooling system.
We got the thumbs up of the MMC about that, so now we're coming up with the IRR for this, and upon approval of this IRR that will be made by the technical working group on this, then we will be informing the public on how this will be done, and it will be implemented, and it will be also we will also be coming up with our press release on this and public information campaign, so that the public will be informed when we implement this and how are we going to implement this, and so that there will be no confusion as much as possible.
The MMDA adds that once the IRR or the implementing rules and regulations are completed, the agency will be looking to propose another policy regarding the tints of the car to ensure the effective apprehension of motorists who will violate the rules and regulations in carpooling. As usual, not everyone would agree on these different traffic schemes, but at the end of the day, what would matter the most is the safety of the general motoring public, as well as the improvement in the traffic situation, especially in the metro. Continuing, shortly after the announcement of the NLEX Corporation regarding the expansion of lanes in major toll plazas for an improved travel experience of motorists flying the expressways, the company has now updates on the ongoing project constructions. As part of the ongoing improvement of interchanges in major expressways of the country, the NLEX Corporation is expanding the Mabiga interchange. The company is eliminating the U-turn slot from the SCTEX to MacArthur Highway to make it a full interchange.
There is a problem, a limitation in the previous Mabiga interchange, and as a result of that, vehicles had to make a U-turn along the expressway. It's not safe to motorists, so what we did was to expand Mabiga so that the SCTEX and NLEX would be accessible from both sides, and there would be no need to make a U-turn within the expressway.
Also included in the project is the expansion of the Santa Ines interchange in Mabalacat, Pampanga. The company is constructing a new right-turning ramp in the direction of Mabalacat-Magalang Road. The said project is targeted for completion by the end of 2017. Moreover, the NLEX Corporation is also retrofitting the main bridge of San Simon Interchange as part of the company's commitment to ensure the safety of the motorists.
San Simon Interchange will need an expansion eventually, because the traffic has also expanded. So we're already conducting a traffic study there.
Meanwhile, the agency says that they are preparing to submit to the government its plan to extend the NLEX to Bataan province by early 2018. The company adds that they are currently finalizing engineering studies for the Phase 3, a 37.76-kilometer expressway from Santo Tomas, Pampanga to Dinalupian, Bataan. The NLEX Corporation says that by the end of 2017, motorists are guaranteed of a smoother travel experience despite the rising traffic volume in the expressways. And finally, with the use of technology, the general public can now have easy access to the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board, or LTFRB, whether it's for transactions, for news and updates, or even for real-time interaction with the officials. The LTFRB recently launched their new interactive website at the Marco Polo Hotel in Davao City. According to the LTFRB, the new website contains updates on regional offices, list of requirements for each application, and even the schedule of hearings. Additionally, information about issuances, the Driver's Academy, PUV modernization, the local public transport route plan manual, new fare rates, and updated press releases can also be found on the website. The LTFRB says that the new website also allows easier process on how to file complaints against erring public utility vehicle drivers or problems on roads and how to transact with the LTFRB. Moreover, it is interactive and the board plans to conduct an online weekly session to answer care and concerns, issues that the people wanted to raise, and to conduct information dissemination. We are glad that the government is taking advantage of the use of technology nowadays. With this new interactive website of the LTFRB, offices of the said agency are also expected to be less crowded. Those are the transportation and traffic management updates for this week. Motoring Today now takes a short break.
For those who command respect, for those unrivaled in their field, for those who see the world differently, for you. The bigger, better, faster, stronger, all-new Fortuner. Own your world.
Welcome back. In line with Motoring Today's lifelong commitment to promote road safety, here are this week's road safety tips in cooperation with Toyota Motor Philippines.
Hello everyone and welcome to Motoring Today's Young Street Smarts Club. This is brought to you through the courtesy of Toyota Motor Philippines and the Toyota Foundation. My name is Susie of Magic 89.9. Muling nagbibigay sa inyo ng simpleng tips on how to use our roads properly and safely.
Katulad ng pinapakita sa animation, broken white center lines separate the movement of traffic on multi-lane roads. Ang ibig sabihin nito ay bawal kang dumaan sa gitna o sa mismong linya. But if you're crossing it to overtake or to change lanes, then just keep in mind na ang mga sasakyan na nasa kanilang lane ang may right of way. So wait for your turn.
Until the next time, here on Motoring Today's Young Street Smarts portion, where you can learn how to be safe while on the road as a pedestrian, commuter, biker, or a driver. This is Susie of Magic 89.9, reminding you to always be a safe and responsible road user.
CAMPI, or the Chamber of Automobile Manufacturers of the Philippines, has made a firm commitment to fully support the Young Street Smart School Tour, a series of free seminars and workshops on road safety that Motoring Today and Sociocom Foundation jointly conduct in high schools in Metro Manila and neighboring provinces. Here are the highlights of one of those seminars recently held.
Welcome once again to another edition of the Young Street Smart School Tour, together with the Chamber of Automotive Manufacturers of the Philippines, Inc., or CAMPI. Let's check out our featured school for this week.
This is Don Bosco Academy, a private Catholic educational institution run by the Salesians of Don Bosco in the Philippines. Its campus is located in Mabalacat City, Pampanga. The first institution founded by the Salesians was located in Tarlac back in 1951. The following years, Don Bosco Academy reached several neighboring provinces until it reached Pampanga in 1956. Over the years, Don Bosco Academy continues to expand its campus facilities to cater to the significant increase in student population. For the Young Street Smart Seminar Workshop, we have the senior high school students as well as the faculty members gathered at the school's audiovisual room.
First, we'd like to thank the Parents' Council for yearly giving us this wonderful seminar on road safety. It is important to have all this knowledge and things that they will be telling us, because it is our responsibility to also take care of others. We don't say, I am in the road and I'll just do it whatever I want. Your life is connected with the lives of others. If you are driving and you are irresponsible, you can take the life of someone who is just passerby or just at the side of the road because you are not responsible.
At the beginning of the seminar workshop, the students participated in the discussion regarding road safety, road signs, and other traffic rules and regulations. The lecture was then followed by the fun games and activities for the students to enjoy. This way, they could have fun while also practicing the lessons they've learned during the lecture. Right after the YSS seminar workshop, students and faculty members took with them the valuable road safety lessons, which they can also share to their family and friends.
Actually, I am a driver as well. Tapos nagkataon na nung nakinig ako dito sa talk na to, marami ako natutunan. there are some rules that I am not aware of, even though I'm already driving for almost 2 years now. No? Kaya nga, this seminar is actually a very knowledgeable seminar for me and enlightening in my part. No?
Gusto ko yung susot sila ng goggles. Kasi yung mga hindi umiinom, para ma-experience nila yung feeling ng umiinom habang nagdadrive. Para maging conscious sila.
Ay, yung right of way po yung pinaka nagustuhan kasi yun lang po yung hindi ako familiar kasi po yung mga signs and yung drunk driving na-encounter ko na po sila before, but yung right of way po, medyo nakakalito nga po yung topic na yan, so yun po yung
who should go first kasi sa daan po kasi parang hindi mo na po kasi naisip yun, parang kung halimbawa po pag walang tao, parang sige diretso ka na lang, ganon. Pero meron pala pong tamang way na dapat sino mauna, ganon po. And yung alam ko lang po doon is kung ikaw po yung nasa kanto, ikaw lang po yung mag-stop. Pero hindi po pala ganon, meron pong right way talaga.
Natutunan ko yung pinaka nagustuhan kong part is yung drunk driving. Dahil sa drunk driving, hindi naman natin maiwasan yung mga teens na uminom ganon. At least alam natin na kung ano yung safe para sa amin. Kung ano ang dapat gawin at ang hindi dapat gawin.
Well, sa age nila sa ngayon, maaaring hindi pa sila interesadong kumuha ng license to drive. But for sure, they are commuters, they are pedestrians. So nakita nila kaninang showing na important yung ganitong seminar sa kanila.
The students also had ideas on how they're going to spread and share the lessons to their family and friends.
Sa friends and family po, madali lang naman po silang i-share by making them aware din kung ano yung mga kailangan nilang i-note or i-take sa mind nila, kung yung mga safety tips, yung mga signs din po, yung mga meaning ng each sign, yung mga kailangan mong gawin pag nasa daan ka para ma-avoid yung mga accidents katulad po nung binigay nilang video na medyo nakakatakot nung mangyari. So yun po.
Siguro po kapag halimbawa po nasa car kami and ayun po, ituturo ko po, sasabihin ko po yung nalaman ko, sharing, and halimbawa naglalakad din po ko with friends, ganon. Tapos may nakita po kami ganon, ganon dapat yung gawin, ay mali yan.
We can share by our family members yung mga simpleng kwento-kwento, gano'n. And we can also share by sharing in our classrooms about road safety and road rules.
Thank you po, thank you very much kasi po through this po marami po kaming natutunan. And tuloy lang po yung pagbibigay po ng mga ganitong seminars sa mga estudyante.
Congratulations and thank you so much for giving us this seminar, and we are really hoping that we will have this seminar again in our school, and hopefully that more schools will be educated by this seminar.
Sana po ipagpatuloy po yung mga pag-organize ng mga ganitong seminars kasi po kahit medyo hindi po interested yung mga ibang tao, at least po na i-inform yung mga tao kung ano po yung kailangan nilang gawin. And mas maganda na po yung may ginagawa kaysa sa nag-spectate ka lang kung ano yung mga kailangan gawin. So mas maganda na po yung may action tayo kaysa sa salita lang po ng salita. Thank you for the seminar.
Nagpapasalamat po kami sa mga organizers dahil sila po yung naging dahilan kung bakit magiging safe kami sa road.
Motoring Today's Young Street Smarts would like to thank Don Bosco Academy for the warm welcome and for participating in making our roads a safer place.
That was another successful seminar here in our Young Street Smart School Tour together with Campy. See you next time for our next school tour.
Continuing with this week's edition of Motoring Today, let's now focus on proper driver's demeanor, especially for those driving PUVs. From Mitsubishi Motors Philippines, here now is this week's Payong Tsuper.
Payong Tsuper lang, kaibigan. Ako po si Jake, isang kapwa nyo tsuper. Loading and unloading ng mga pasahero sa tamang lugar lamang gawin.
May tamang lugar para magbaba at magsakay ng pasahero, kaya doon ihinto ang iyong sasakyan. Iwasan makaabala sa ibang motorista, kaya itabi mo ang sasakyan mo. Huwag sa gitna ng daan pumarada. Huwag ka nang dumagdag sa problema natin sa kalsada. Matuto kang sumunod sa batas trapiko.
Kung ayaw mong maabala, huwag ka ring mangabala. Makisama ka, kaya't huwag basta humarang sa kalsada. Ito po si Jake Gonzalez, payong tsuper lang kaibigan, mula sa isang kapwa nyo tsuper.
Happiness. Happiness times 7. The all-new Honda Mobilio. Ease of use. Flexible interior for your various needs. Convenient features. Advanced technology. Powerful engine. Fuel efficient for a smooth journey. And sleek design for you. The all-new Honda Mobilio.
Your weekly window to the world of business and guide to the good life can now be watched online. Just click on businessandleisure.ph and watch this week's show and other past episodes of Business and Leisure at your most convenient time of the day. Business and Leisure is now on the web. Watch it anytime.
Think you're tough? Do you dare to go off-road or off-key? Do you use your great power with great control? With the new Isuzu D-Max, you're tough enough to be unstoppable. And you're tough enough to be right back. Isuzu D-Max, tough enough for anything.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Motorsports News is next, courtesy of Honda Cars Philippines.
In Formula One news, Valtteri Bottas led freshly crowned four-time champion Lewis Hamilton to a Mercedes 1-2 finish in the final race of the 2017 F1 season, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, underscoring anew the team's half-decade dominance of the sport. Bottas led the race from pole to finish except for 2 laps when he pitted for new tires, and Hamilton led the race until his own stop for new tires. Sebastian Vettel finished the race in third. 15 seconds later, the Mercedes drivers. The results at the twilight race at the Yas Marina circuit meant Vettel secured second in the overall championship standings behind Hamilton, but ahead of Bottas, who finished third overall. Kimi Räikkönen ended up fourth in the last race of the year, hounded to the finish by Max Verstappen, salvaging some consolation for Red Bull after teammate Daniel Ricciardo suffered a hydraulic failure. Nico Hülkenberg finished sixth in the race, giving Renault 8 championship points, enough to leap past Toro Rosso in the race for 6th place in the constructors' race. 6th place meant millions of dollars added to the team's war chest to prepare for next year. Fans will now have a long wait for the start of the 2018 season in March. In World Rally Championship news, after finishing second in both the Manufacturers and Drivers Championships, Hyundai Motorsport will be looking for more consistency to finally win on or both in the 2018 season. Hyundai finished second to the M Sport World Rally team in the constructors' race, while Thierry Neuville ended up second to M Sport's Sebastian Ogier, despite having won more rounds than anyone else during the 2017 WRC season. According to online reports, Hyundai Motorsport boss Michelle Nandan admits that the team's inconsistent performance from one rally to the next was to blame for failing to become champion, although the i20 was competitive in both asphalt and gravel stages in some rounds. Nandan said the team will be looking to iron out some car issues, including that of unreliability and inconsistency, while encouraged by the team's performance in the last 2 rounds at Wales and Australia, where its crews were fighting from the front. Hyundai is also reported to have signed Neuville and Andreas Mikkelsen to drive for the team for all of the rounds in 2018, while Hayden Paddon and Danny Sordo will be sharing driving duties for the third i20. Sordo is already scheduled to drive in the season opener, Rally Monte Carlo, while Paddon will take over the wheel in Rally Sweden. In MotoGP news, Andre Iannon of Team Suzuki X-Star recorded the fastest lap in the last day of testing in Jerez, but this was not fast enough to pass the time set by Andrea Dovizioso of Ducati, set during the second day of testing at the same venue. Iannon was among the last MotoGP riders still conducting tests at Jerez on Friday. His teammate Alex Rins was third quickest after putting in 61 laps behind the second fastest time of Paul Espargaro of Red Bull KTM Factory Racing. KTM conducted a full workload of tests that included testing of a new chassis and swing arms. Fourth fastest was Danilo Petrucci of Octopramic Racing, who suffered a crash that resulted in nothing more than a minor cut on his hand. KTM's Bradley Smith was fifth fastest after recording 49 laps. Sixth fastest was Jack Miller, who was using the tests to learn how to ride a Ducati. Scott Redding of Aprilia Racing Team Gresini was seventh fastest during the final run of testing this year. The next round of officials tests is scheduled for January 28 to 30 at the Sepang International Circuit.
Think you're tough? Do you dare to go off-road or off-key? Do you use your great power with great control? With the new Isuzu D-Max, you're tough enough to be unstoppable. And you're tough enough to be right back. Isuzu D-Max, tough enough for anything.
Calling all automobile enthusiasts. Autofocus.com.ph is exclusive to the automobile, where you'll find reviews on the latest brand new car models, together with their head-to-head comparisons. It has the detailed specs of car models available in the country and their latest SRPs and special promos, together with the latest auto industry news and developments like car launches and test drives. Autofocus.com.ph is all about automobiles. Click on.
Sweat to be sweet, and you clean car seat. It's love. When you try to look cool, but you look like a fool. It's love. It's love. It's love.
Show your love with the new features of the all-new Innova. Love the journey.
Welcome back to the longest-running electronic motoring magazine. On Motoring Today, vehicle maintenance is next. Now, being a clutch driver is a bad habit. You can avoid being one by knowing the importance of your vehicle's clutch and how to properly take care of it in this week's Auto Care Clinic, courtesy of Isuzu Philippines Corporation.
Ang clutch driver ay ang bad habit na laging pag-apak sa clutch kahit hindi pa kailangan i-disengage ang gear. Kadalasan itong nangyayari sa syudad na kung saan mayroong stop and go na traffic. Upang hindi maging clutch driver, kailangan lang kapain ang tinatawag na point of engagement ng iyong clutch o kung baga, kailan kumahagat na ang gear. Kapag umaandar kayo at kailangan ng bumagal, hindi mo kailangan agad apakan ang clutch. Hintayin mo na lamang ang point na kung saan may nginig na ang makina o malapit na mamatay bago apakan ang clutch. Kapag magpapalit naman ng gear, siguraduhin na mabilis at makinis ang pag-apak at pagbitaw ng clutch upang hindi ito masunog. Huwag na huwag isabay ang pag-apak ng accelerator at clutch dahil aksaya ito sa diesel at clutch lining. Kapag mahusay ang iyong paggamit ng clutch, tatagal ng higit 100,000 kilometers ang iyong clutch bago kailangan ng i-overhaul. Para sa periodic maintenance naman, kailangan lang palitan ang clutch fluid bawat 20,000 kilometers kasabay ang pagpapalit na rin ng manual transmission oil. Kung sakaling medyo naiba ang travel at play ng iyong clutch pedal, ini-inspeksyon ito ng kasa bawat 5,000 kilometers at pwedeng ipa-adjust kung may diferensya.
Remember, your manual transmission will work smoothly and could take you to more places when you use your clutch properly. Let's now take a look at what's happening in the local auto industry.
Honda Cars Philippines Incorporated through Honda Cars Makati Incorporated turned over 7 units of the new Honda Civic Type R in a turnover ceremony held at Honda Cars Manila Bay.
This year, we got 100 cars in Philippine market, and those 100 was sold within 2 days to the customers. This Type R is very welcomed by Philippine market and Philippine customers. This is one of the iconic models for Honda and showing very sporty driving. We have a lot of confidence about the performance of this model.
The 7 units are among the first 100 units to arrive in the Philippine shore. The new Honda Civic Type R was first introduced to the local market last March during the Manila International Auto Show and was sold out 2 days after.
We saw it fit to be able to release the much-awaited Type R to the first customers who were with us, who signified their intentions to own the Philippine release of the Type R. We said that this has long been awaited in the market, and when Honda Cars Philippines made it known to us that it was going to be available, we had some of our preferred customers already advised. And we'd like to invite you to come and visit our dealerships for Honda Cars Makati. Our people are all well trained to give you the latest advice and assistance in all your vehicle requirements.
According to Honda, the rest of the units are to arrive by the end of 2017. Peugeot Philippines unveiled all 3 of its new SUVs to be offered in the local market. The new SUV range includes the 2017 European Car of the Year, the all-new 3008 SUV, the new 2008 Compact SUV, and the all-new 5008 7-seater SUV.
We're very excited to launch the European Car of the Year for 2017. Last March, we were able to garner the most number of votes from among 200 plus media from Europe, and they voted the 3008 as the European Car of the Year. And this is testament to Peugeot's passion for creating really great products. This is the start of a new breed of SUVs from Peugeot. Our designers and engineers have spent the last 6 years designing and creating, listening to customers of what SUV should be. So what we've done is we've created a new breed of SUVs, starting with the 3008, a very dynamic performing SUV with captivating design. I think as everyone can agree that the moment you take a look at the front fascia of the car, you'll fall in love with it, especially as Filipinos. We've actually put in a lot of intuitive technologies, engine technologies that Peugeot has been known for. Our engines have been awarded Engine of the Year for several years now, and our expertise in creating these very fuel efficient but very powerful engines are all in the 3008. So launching here in the Philippines, long time coming, but it's very sweet for us because I think we're coming in at a very sweet time for the automotive industry, where everyone's excited to take a look at the new cars from Peugeot. And in fact, what we've launched here is a whole slew of SUVs, not just the 3008, but being bannered by the European Car of the Year 2017.
According to Peugeot, the new range defies conventional standards with its style, dynamic performance, and revolutionary engine technology. Peugeot adds that it is the brand's first venture into the booming segment.
It is the European Car of the Year, and it is our flagship car at the moment. Once the other cars arrive, of course, they will cater to different needs in pretty much the same manner that the 3008 SUV does. At this point, it is the highlight car for Peugeot. It is our main product. It is what we are pushing because we are very proud of that particular vehicle.
During the launch, Peugeot Philippines also treated a Thanksgiving party for motoring media for all the support they have rendered to the brand, which have been making waves in the country's automobile industry. The company is also happy with their sales performance for this year and still optimistic for the coming 2018.
I'd like to invite all of the viewers to come visit our showrooms and experience the all-new Peugeot 3008 SUV for yourselves. If you want to schedule an appointment, just email info@peugeot.ph and we will gladly contact you for an experience with our hero product.
Ford Philippines held its media Thanksgiving party on Monday, November 27, 2017, at the Manila House Private Club in Bonifacio, Global City. The event was attended by Ford's top executives and select members of the motoring media. During the event, Ford Philippines celebrated the success in their sales in 2017. The company also took the opportunity to extend their gratitude to their media friends for the support.
We're quite proud of the performance we have so far this year. It's moving very well, specifically with three major products, which are the EcoSport, the Everest, and the Ranger. We're doing fine. We have a dealer network that is doing fine with those vehicles. So we're improving and we're following the market. We're happy with that. 2018 is offering even more interesting because we're bringing new powertrain to the Everest and to the Ranger, a new slightly redesign of the EcoSport, which is good. We're bringing the new aluminum body vehicle on the Expedition, the new aluminum body, quite new, totally redesigned, quite impressive type of vehicle. And of course, we cannot not talk about the Mustang because that's our icon, so we're pretty proud of that. Next year, we're bringing the new 2018 model and the convertible to the market, which is an icon for us. So we're quite proud of what we've done in 2017 and anxious to go in 2018 to do even more.
Toyota Motor Philippines recently staged the last leg of the 4th Toyota Vios Cup held at the Clark International Speedway. After the number of races which were concluded from April through November, winners have finally emerged. For the celebrity class, Fabio Adet won first place. For the super sporting class, Daniel Miranda of Team Obengers bagged the overall champion of the 4th Toyota Vios Cup. Part of its prize is a brand new Toyota Vios.
We'd like to thank our sponsors, first and foremost, for the Vios Cup, for supporting us for 4 years already. Without them, we couldn't create this unique event and make the Vios Cup a top of mind for our racing or motorsports activity for Toyota. We'd also like to thank our suppliers, our partners. There's a lot involved in Vios Cup. People just don't see it, but they helped us and we hope to partner with them next when we have the next Vios Cup.
Motoring Today now brings you our Car of the Week on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. What we have in this week's Showcase is a proof from Subaru that legends don't really die. It may have lost the old impressive nameplate of Impreza, but with its improved performance and enhanced design, the Subaru WRX STI sure has a lot to offer, just like its predecessor. The WRX STI is powered by a 2.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder gasoline boxer engine, which produces 296 horsepower and 407 Nm of torque. It comes with a 6-speed manual transmission that gives the car an endless performance potential. Moreover, the WRX STI has a 4-wheel independent suspension with aluminum front lower control arms and a double wishbone rear suspension, giving the car precision while on the road. For the exterior look, the WRX STI is equipped with various aesthetic designs. The refreshed design is obviously inspired by the Impreza, except the front end has been given a restyled grille, an aggressive fascia which complements the car's wide 4-door sedan body, and LED steering responsive headlights, and 18-inch alloy wheels. Meanwhile, going inside the WRX STI, the materials incorporating the car are prominent, as well as the updated trim on the dash and doors. No worries on the entertainment features, as well as it is handled by a 6-speaker setup and an infotainment touchscreen with Bluetooth and voice command capability. Safety-wise, the WRX STI has the camera-based eyesight that incorporates pre-collision braking, adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, and lane departure warning. It comes in a package with navigation, lane change assist, rear cross traffic alert, and blind spot detection. With the arrival of the Subaru WRX STI in the Philippine market, options for a high-performance sedan has for sure widened, and car enthusiasts are finding it hard to decide which one to go for. But if you're after a choice that is a combination of classic and new, then the Subaru WRX STI is the one for you. And that's our featured vehicle this week on Showcase, brought to you by Prudential Guarantee.
Drive worry-free with Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program with a free 24-hour nationwide roadside assistance included with your comprehensive auto insurance. Rest assured, we'll take care of you and your car wherever you are. Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program, 100% worry-free driving.
Happiness. Happiness times 7. The all-new Honda Mobilio. Ease of use. Flexible interior for your various needs. Convenient features. Advanced technology. Powerful engine. Fuel efficient for a smooth journey. And sleek design for you. The all-new Honda Mobilio.
of Strata. It's your sport truck.
For those who command respect. For those unrivaled in their field. For those who see the world differently. For you. The bigger, better, faster, stronger, all-new Fortuner. Own your world.
Welcome back to Motoring Today, and right now we have our Motoring Forum brought to you by Suzuki Philippines. Our topic of discussion on Motoring Today's Motoring Forum this week centers on what to do in a situation that all motorists wouldn't want to have themselves in, which is being a carnap victim. What should one do if your car has been stolen, either forcibly or was just taken from where it was last parked? To help us out, we have invited Chief Inspector Sally Mangakop of the PNP HPG Special Operations Division. Welcome to Motoring Today, Chief Inspector, and thank you for being here to share with our viewers things of utmost importance that they need to know.
Hello, boats, and to all the viewers of Motoring Today.
Before we get you onto it, can you please share with us some significant statistics that the HPG may have regarding the present state of carnapping in the country? Like, first, for 2017, how many vehicles have been reported stolen in the Metro Manila area, and at what weekly average? How does it compare to the figures of last year of the same period?
Actually, boats, for the year 2017, minimal na lang yung report natin sa carnapping kasi nagbago itong mga syndicate, carnapping syndicate, nagbago sila ng strategy na nag-divert sila sa technical carnapping. Kaya lahat ng mga reported namin, almost failed to return cases, lahat ng mga nire-report ng mga complainant namin.
Meron po bang partikular na araw kung kailan ginagawa ang krimen na ito? Kung saan sa Metro Manila at sa paanong paraan ninanakaw habang nakapark o yung kinukuha na sa pilitan?
Actually, itong tinatawag nilang bagong modus operandi natin ngayon is yung ring sunrise scam, which is na nagsimula ito last March 2017. Hindi natin ito malalaman kung anong araw sila nanluluko ng mga biktima nila. Kasi ito, ginagawa ito through transaction between the victim and the syndicate.
You mentioned earlier that carnapping cases for this year have been low and that most are only technical carnapping. Maaari niyo po bang ipaliwanag sa ating mga manonood kung ano ito at kung anong mga modelo ng sasakyan ang madalas na kinukuha ng mga carnappers?
Karamihan sa mga ito na nabibiktima, mga sasakyang involved is yung mga sports utility vehicle like Montero, Fortuner, Chevrolet, Trailblazer. Yun yung mga mostly na kinukuha ng mga sindikato sa mga biktima.
Now, allow me to get into the core of this interview. Ano po ang mga dapat gawin ayon sa pagkakasunod-sunod ng isang biktima ng carnapping? Let's start with those that just found out that their vehicle was no longer where it was parked.
Unang-una, kailangan niyang mag-report ito sa nearest local police station kung saan man nakarnap yung sasakyan niya. Pangalawa, kung may pinangawakan siyang papel kagaya ng ORCR, kahit Xerox copy, pwede niyang itong i-present sa investigador Pangatlo, kailangan niyang mag-fill up ng incident report form at kumuha ng police report, and after that, he will proceed to the nearest Highway Patrol Group office.
Same procedure po ba ang dapat gawin ng biktima kung ang sasakyan niya ay kinuha ng sapilitan?
Yes, the same procedure yan. After na makapag-report sila sa local police station, they will proceed to the nearest Highway Patrol Group, office of the Highway Patrol Group. Dadalhin lang nila yung police report at saka yung incident report form na galing mismo sa local police station. Kasama na dito yung ORCR, Xerox copy ng ORCR nila at saka yung susi ng sasakyan. This is for the inclusion ito sa watch list namin sa Vehicular Information Management System. Yun yung unang-unang gagawin nila para ma-nationwide alarm yung sasakyan nila. At nang sa ganun, anytime man na maharang sa daan, pwedeng i-hold ito ng kahit sinong pulis.
Thank you for those vital inputs, Chief Inspector Mangakop. Sa ating pong pagtatapos para sa Motoring Forum ngayong linggo, can you leave our viewers with some useful tips in order to prevent themselves from being carnap victims?
Actually, may 12 anti-carnapping tips tayo. Unang-una is always lock the car doors and windows while traveling or while parked. Then always park car at a safe and secured place. Avoid leaving valuables inside the car to preclude temptation. Avoid waiting inside the car while parked. If cannot be avoided, lock all the doors. Avoid making stops in isolated place. Avoid stopping for strangers. Install security alarm and devices in your car. Keep numbers of the police on your mobile phone. Memorize if possible. If you're buying a second-hand vehicle or motorcycle, have it checked with the PNP Highway Patrol Group. If you suspect being tailed, take a few turns to see if the suspected vehicle still follows you. Number 11, if your vehicle breaks down in an unsafe place, stay inside and lock the doors and windows. Use your phone to call for help. Then the last end, when walking to your car, have your keys in hand so you can open the car door without delay. Yun po yung 12 anti-carnapping tips ng office ng Highway Patrol Group para sa mga concerned citizens, especially yung mga mayroong sasakyan.
Again, thank you, Chief Inspector Mangakop, for being with us this week.
Thank you both and happy motoring.
Chief Inspector Mangakop, PNP HPG Special Operations Division Head, with some very significant and important inputs regarding the state of carnapping in the metro and on how to prevent oneself from becoming a victim. Our guest this week on Motoring Today's Motoring Forum. Up next is our segment that dwells on the wide array of motoring problems, not only within the metro but all over the country as well. This is where we present these problems referred to us or we ourselves see and hope to fully find solutions for.
Welcome to our public service segment here on Motoring Today. This week, we will focus on the ongoing problem concerning the illegally parked vehicles. As seen in these photos and videos taken along Pablo Campos Sr. Extension, different vehicles such as PUJs, taxis, trucks, and even private cars are parked on one side of the street, which is supposed to be a two-way street. According to the complainant, who wishes to be anonymous, that because of these illegally parked vehicles, the space for moving cars is limited as the road becomes a one-way street instead of two-way. As we know, traffic management agencies like Metropolitan Manila Development Authority are coordinating with the city's local government in conducting clearing operations as well as camping and towing operations. We will raise this ongoing problem to the proper authorities, and we will also make sure to get updates and insights on their efforts to solve the issue.
Should you yourself encounter any motoring problems that need immediate attention, please feel free to contact us. And if you want to do so, just take a look at the details being flashed on the screen right now. And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Until next week here on Motoring Today, now in its 31st year of continuing service to the general motoring public with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. I'm Butch Gamboa. Happy motoring.